Welcome to Cadence Rose. Today we're going to be making my Eucalyptus Mint Shampoo and Body Bar. We recently made more of this, but I'm going to make some more because we need it. And of course the holidays are approaching and it's almost fall when I'm filming this. So we are going to be making some more of the Eucalyptus Mint soap because of course mint refreshing scents do really well in the fall and in the winter. So we're going to be stocking up on this. If you don't know, on my website I have a shampoo line and a salt bar line. So I have my Eucalyptus Mint salt bar and I also have the Eucalyptus Mint shampoo and body bar. This is going to be like I said, a Eucalyptus Mint soap. It's going to have a natural green and white swirl. It has got my signature shampoo bar recipe. I'm so excited to be making this again. I'm going to show you guys how I do my design and talk about some different things about tips on making your shampoo bar. The recipe will be in the video if you want to check it out. One of the main things about this recipe is my apple cider vinegar lye solution. It's over there right now. I'm not going to touch it yet because we still have some other things to do, but because it's such an important part, I wanted to touch on that first. It is just apple cider vinegar lye solution. Instead of doing water in my 50-50 lye solution, I did apple cider vinegar pure. And one thing to note about apple cider vinegar lye solutions is you probably don't want to make it too much in advance because it does kind of get jelly-like and starts to stiffen some, and it doesn't affect the soap from what we have experienced, but it's just a thing to note so that that's not the type of lye solution you want to make 3-4 days in advance. I made this one couple hours ago and it's already a little jelly, which is fine, but it's still movable and I can get it in my pot. But just so you know, the apple cider vinegar is really good for your hair. It is a great ingredient in soap that you can use, and apple cider vinegar is a natural shampoo, so it is perfect for this recipe. We have our sugar water. So one thing about this recipe, and I get questions about this, is there's no coconut oil in this recipe. So for my hair, when I made this shampoo bar, I made it more specifically for my hair. I have curly hair and it does get pretty dry sometimes, and I didn't want a shampoo bar that was stripping to my hair, so there's no coconut oil in it, but I still wanted it to have a good lather. So this recipe, you will see, has a decent amount of castor oil, which of course helps the lather. Olive oil is in it, which does help the lather too. And then we also have sugar water, which is a natural lather booster. So all I do is I do 1 teaspoon of sugar per pound of oils, and I just pour enough distilled water over it to dissolve it. Nothing special, don't have to do a lot. My solution is pretty thick because it's a concentrated syrup. And I heat it up a little bit just to make sure it's all dissolved and there's no crystal crunchy bits. But this soap has an amazing lather. It has a lather just like any other coconut oil soap, so I think this is a really good recipe. But those things come together to make a really nice lather in the soap. We have our Eucalyptus Mint Essential Oil Blend. This is eucalyptus and spearmint essential oil. You can go to eocalc.com to do your usage rates. You just do that based on your oil weight, and that's going to add a very refreshing smell to the soap. It's going to make you smell really good. So I love the Eucalyptus Mint Essential Oil Blend. It's one of my favorites. Then we have our clay. So in all of my recipes, I have my shampoo bar recipes, I have clay. And because this is going to double as color, we have our French green clay. So this clay is going to be good for adding slip to the soap, so that you can detangle your hair well, because when I get in the shower and I need to wash my hair, I want to make sure it's detangled, and this shampoo bar will help you do that with the slip in this bar, helped by this. And this will also give a nice pretty color. This is like a mint green clay, so this is going to give good feel to the soap. It's going to make it have slip, and it's great for your skin, your scalp, and your hair. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to add all of my clear additives, so my sugar and my essential oil in here. We're going to mix it together, and then we're going to add our lye solution. We're going to mix that, and then we'll do our in the pot swirl. It's going to be green and white. So that's why I'm going to add my green clay a little bit later on. First, I'm going to add my sugar water, add this to our oils. And for this soap, especially this shampoo bar recipe, you want to make sure you keep your temperatures low. I always keep my temperatures around body temperature, like 97 to about 100 degrees, just to make sure everything goes smoothly and nothing accelerates too much. Then we're going to add our essential oil blend into our oils. Now I'm going to put my goggles on and we're going to add our lye solution. Like I said, I'm going to get that all blended. I want that to be at a good consistency, and then we will add our green clay. Well, we're going to split it and then we'll add our green clay. So I'm going to pour my lye solution into here. We're going to blend this, and then we'll get our white portion poured in our mold. It already smells so good. Now that we've got that, I'm going to get my white portion poured into my mold, and then we'll mix in our green and pour that in here. So we're going to add our green clay. And we're going to mix this all in, and then we'll pour this into our mold. So here is the soap. It looks more green in person. So that went well. I think the thickness actually turned out perfect for the swirl. So I'll be back to show you the cut and the final result. So about a day later, I cut this shampoo bar. You want to make sure you monitor your shampoo bar because they do have a lot of butters in them. So you might need to cut them earlier or later, but I would recommend checking them especially within that day mark because they do get harder and maybe a softer soap recipe. So I got these cut. They look really good. I'm super happy with how they came out. So I will show you guys some pictures of what they look like once they are fully cured because the green and the white mellows out really good. So thank you guys for watching the video. I really appreciate you guys being here. If you would please comment where you're from. I love to see that, and I appreciate all of your support, your comments, your likes, all of it. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.